One of our favorites, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. Senator, thanks so much for joining us on Hannity. Are you buying it? The people of Louisiana, pretty important energy state, the people of Louisiana buying what she's selling?
Well, Jason, I listened to the vice president's interview. I'm biased, I suppose, because I know her well. She's a nice person. I just don't agree with her. I had two reactions to her interview: unsurprised, unimpressed. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like breakfast food and straight answers. I didn't hear any straight answers from the vice president. What I heard her say basically was, I do too have values, and if you don't like them, I have others. I thought she engaged in tier one level pandering. It was sort of like a wolf promising to be a vegan if the sheep will just vote for it. Now look, in politics, as in life, and you know this, Jason, talk is cheap. What you do is what you believe. What you do is what you believe. And everything else is just cottage cheese. As I said, I know the vice president well. I've served with her for 7.5 years. I know what she will do as president. She is a San Francisco Democrat. She is a card-carrying member of the loon wing of the Democratic Party. Look, Republicans are not perfect, but the loon wing of the Democratic Party is crazy. I've described Ms. Harris as AOC without the bartending experience. And I think that's accurate. That's how she'll govern. And I'll be glad to talk about specifics in her record. She has one. But you did a pretty good job of it yourself there.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about energy, because it's an issue all around the country. It's one of the top issues for Donald Trump in putting this country back on the right track. She says that she was never opposed to fracking. I mean, I'm so confused by what she's saying, as if there's no videotape to show exactly what she said on fracking and energy. You saw her. She cast the deciding vote on many of these issues right there in the Senate.
Well, I watched the vice president cast the tie-breaking vote in favor, for example, of the Inflation Reduction Act, which is just the Green New Deal. I think most Americans are all of the above energy type people. They are for every form of energy that is affordable and accessible, but that includes fossil fuels. I think the vice president does not support fossil fuels. She sued all the oil companies when she was the Attorney General of California. As I said before, I support other forms of energy, but I also support fossil fuels because we have to have them. I think I said one time, my car doesn't run off of fairy dust and unicorn urine, and that's true. And I think fossil fuels are going to be part of our energy, satisfying our energy needs for a long time, probably forever. Doesn't mean we shouldn't pursue others. The problem is that the part of the Democratic Party that Ms. Harris is from, they don't believe in fossil fuels. They just don't. They believe in wind, solar, and wishful thinking.
Yeah. I really do wish somebody would ask the vice president to define inflation, because I'm fairly convinced she doesn't know what inflation is, let alone how to solve it. And she acts as if they haven't been in a position to deal with it, and that she'll get around to it if she's elected sometime in January.
Well, Ms. Harris helped create the worst inflation in 40 years in America. When she and President Biden took over in 2021, A house that costs $304,000 costs $423,000 today. Her plan to try to lower prices looks like it was put together with vodka and darts. She wants price controls. She wants to raise the top federal income tax bracket. She wants to tax unrealized capital gains. It will make higher prices even higher. It will cause a lot of people to lose their jobs and others to see their wages lowered at a time when they need that income. I don't know where she came up with her plan, but I know what the result will be. And
yes,
Bidenomics to me is very simple. As I've said before, Bidenomics is easy. It's defining it's easy. It's paying more to live worse.
Yeah, great. Senator Kennedy, we always appreciate your perspective. Thanks for joining us.